orders be removed and only be there under the parent's request?
Yes, I would. I would remove all gag orders because, again, if the district was doing their level best to ensure that all children were taken care of, then they shouldn't worry about a gag order as such. And so I would fight wholeheartedly to remove any kind of restrictions from parents speaking out.
We also spend a lot of money on legal sources, outsourcing the legal and special ed. Should we bring that in-house?
Yes, because it's our responsibility to create an independent assessment tool and allow the people who's involved in it, not the opportunity, to really weigh in on some of the conversations and discussions. I think is not cost effective. So we should be able to bring all of those things in-house and internalize what's happening and truly get back into the servitude of treating students and children with pride, dignity, and respect, and even families treating them with the respect that they deserve. Because if I'm asking you to volunteer, I'm asking you to fundraise, I'm asking you to speak out, I'm asking you to allow me to use your child to file a lawsuit against the state to get funding. If I'm asking you for all of these things, so in return, what should we be asking as parents? We are asking to please involve us in the process of everything that you're doing. I don't see that as being a real hard ask from a parent's perspective.
We have a lot of students in the school system that are undocumented. And one of the proposals that has recently emerged is to have parents of undocumented children vote in the Board of Education elections. How do you feel about that?
I don't know what that reasoning is about.
Okay.
I mean, if you're a parent and you have an undocumented child, you are still, number one, a parent. So you still can use your democratic process to be fully involved and engaged. So I simply think, I'm just going to go to Constitution line on that one. If you want to be voting in the constitutional process, then you should become a legalized citizen. I'm not opposed for gerrymandering some kind of system just to get more people involved in the system that I don't think have a full understanding of what's happening politically in the system, just to codify people into doing something. So again, they still have every right to go to the school right now and get all of the information that they need about their child, whether they're documented or not.
So your position essentially is it's an elected office, the same as the Board of Supervisors and the mayor is. And if you want to vote for these offices, become a citizen.
Plain and
simple. That's the right of citizenship.
Yeah, the right of citizenship, because I don't think I can do it in any country that I went into or go into to weigh in on people's democratic process. So I don't know why we're pushing these hardline issues here in San Francisco. I think we need to just get back to the basics of what we are all here to do when it comes to children in school, and that's, again, delivering a service that you know and I know that's going to lead the child into the 21st century to be competitive on a global scale and have a good life, and to be able to provide for his or her undocumented parent who didn't have the opportunity or the resources to get ahead in life. I mean, I can understand why we have undocumented to come here in this country and want to be involved in our school system. I mean, once upon a time, we did have one of the best school systems in the world. I don't think we have that anymore, so I don't know. And I'm not hearing this fight coming from no one but board members. So, but that's just me on that one. I think I better stop with that one right now.
It's a very valid point of view, Omar.
Yeah.
It's a very valid point of view, and it's a very legal point of view that you want to follow the law as it is written.
Exactly.
Now, in some schools, we've had police come in and accost students and require them to have photographs of their bodies so they can get their tattoos, and they set up gang folders for these kids. Is this a practice that we should allow, or should we put a halt to it?
This is a practice that we should put a halt to, because at this point we are now criminalizing young people who are expressing themselves with markings on their bodies or tattoos. I mean, it kind of ties in to me, as I look at what's happening in the Visitation Valley with the whole gang injunction and with the immigrants trying to run the immigrants out of the country, and then so now we're just finding ways to criminalize youth younger and younger to put them in some kind of subcategory. And until that person commits a crime, I don't think that their physical person should be violated because they have some markings on their body. I think that's a practice that should stop, because if you put a child in that category and then they follow that trail because you begin to lead them down that road that you're a criminal, you're underclass, and then we turn around and penalize them over here for an action that we did over here as adults, and I do not think that is fair.
You were ombudsman of the juvenile justice system, so you kind of feel that it's best to keep kids out of the juvenile justice system, and that's the best course for a child.
That is absolutely the best course for a child. I believe a juvenile system should be there to really deal with, children who are in danger of harming themselves, and sometimes they really commit high